Hello, my name is Beauchine and I'm President of Engagement and Events at Carlson Marketing Worldwide.
And Faye is here with us at the Motivation Show to talk a little bit about what's going on today in the world of incentives and what companies need to do to succeed in this very challenging environment. Faye, can you talk a little bit about how the recession has kind of changed the game both for incentive suppliers and incentive end users?
Well, first of all, I think it's forced us to examine our business and the supply chain in our business and the value we give to customers and really assess are we in fact delivering the way we need to for this new economy. And I think everyone I talk to has looked at their business and examined how to be more proficient. And also everyone's starting to use data a little bit more to understand how to make the best decisions on behalf of the client. So this need to have a proper ROI is certainly gained focus. We know that you're twice as likely to get a budget approved for any program you're doing in your company if you can demonstrate return on investment.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the use of databases. A lot of companies kind of struggle with this issue. What do you think companies need to do to optimize the databases that they collect just through the act of doing business?
Well, first of all, companies need to trust that if they aggregate their data inside their company and bring all of the data together and either conduct an analysis and insight themselves on it or hire a company to do that, they're going to find a lot of insight about their customers on the outside, plus possibly about their channel partners and even their employees on the inside. And it all works together, right? Happy employees and channel partners produce more loyal consumers, right, in the market. So if we have the data understanding all three sets, we can perform. We can help a company perform much better.
And this recession that we're currently going through, a lot of people have lost their jobs, but also the people that have retained their jobs are under a great deal of stress, and everybody's doing 2, 3, sometimes even 4 jobs. What do companies need to do to kind of keep the survivors engaged with not only with the company but with the customers?
Well, you're right. We do know that when the recession lifts and it gets better, some people will look to work in other companies because they feel so stressed out at the place that they've been working. But while we're in the situation we're in, where we all have to do more with less, companies must think about the entire spectrum of how to engage their employees and keep the culture the way they want it to be, a culture of positive engagement. And that's everything from understanding how people want to master their trade. It's training all the way through the sense of well-being and how to help an employee feel that when they're coming to work, it's a good place to work. Through innovation, allowing employees to innovate in this very tough environment, even though they don't have a lot of time because they're doing 2 to 3 jobs. And companies must focus on several modules and several attributes of performance to keep them engaged, not to mention recognition and thinking about expressing gratitude to employees. So it's a multi-pronged approach. It's not just a simple thing. And I suggest that companies really study this issue. Otherwise, they may lose their best performers. They may not be able to retain them because when the economy lifts, they can go hunting. So, lots to do there.
Is there a silver lining of actually going through a recession? Do incentive companies and even the corporate end user companies benefit in any way from weathering a recession?
I think in the room of truth, every single part of this business in a way benefited from the recession because it forced corporations to look back at all of their suppliers and vendors in the market and expressly state what value they wanted out of them. It forced everyone supplying services and advice to corporations, event management and everything else we do, to deliver the value and precisely the value the corporations want, no more and no less, and become more efficient in doing that. So everyone's examined their processes. And I think as a result, we've all become more efficient. I know for a fact much more technology has been layered into the market to cut out steps, and that helps everybody in the entire service chain. So I think that is the silver lining. We said that at the beginning, that out of something bad, always something good happens, and we now see that everybody's become much more efficient.